Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Our Classes. I'm Dr. KK Mishra. A series of dealing with difficult questions asked in interviews which may trap you. Today I'm going to discuss another question, how to deal in confidential matters. Now come to the main slides here. A number of occupations require strict confidentiality, handling records, investigations, counseling, proprietary data and trade secrets. There is really no way for recruiters to determine how much importance you would place on data privacy standards and measures other than to ask behavioral and situational interview questions concerning your experience, work ethics, and respect for rules regarding confidentiality in the workplace. This is really very important, and every recruiter, every organization needs to know before he makes up his mind to appoint you, to offer you a job later. He first wants to be very clear about your habits, your overall personality, and your thought processing regarding dealing with the confidential matters. Research typical interview questions concerning confidentiality for your industry and field and practice giving answers provide sufficient detail about your take on confidentiality and its significance in the workplace. Definitely, there is a trap. When an interviewer presses you to reveal confidential information about a present or former employer, you may feel it's a no situation. If you cooperate, you could be judged untrustworthy. If you don't, you may irritate the interviewer and seem obstinate, uncooperative, or overly suspicious. Mind it that those who are in the market, the bosses, those who are interviewing you, they have enough knowledge about the industry in which they are working in. So what could be a better way? Your interviewer may press you for this information for two reasons. First, many companies use interviews to research the competition. The perfect setup. Here in their own layer is an insider from the enemy camp who can reveal priced information on competition's plans, research, financial condition, etc. Second, the company may be testing your integrity to see if you can be cajoled or bullied into revealing confidential data. That is the purpose. That's how they just want to trust whether you are trustworthy or not. What to do? The answer here is easy. Never reveal anything truly confidential about a present or former employer. By all means, explain your reticence diplomatically. For example, I certainly want to be as open as I can be about that, but I also wish to respect the rights of those who have trusted me with their most sensitive information, just as you would hope to be able to trust any of your key people when talking with a competitor. That this could be a better answer, and certainly you can allude to your finest achievements in specific ways that don't reveal the combination to the company. But be guided by the golden rule. If you were the owner of your present company, would you feel it ethically wrong for the information to be given to competitors? If so, steadfastly refuse to reveal it. That is actually the better way, so that you appear to be honest. Remember that this question pits your desire to be cooperative against your integrity. Faced with any such choice, always choose integrity. It's far more valuable commodity than whatever information the company may pry from you. Moreover, once you surrender the information, your stock goes down. They'll surely lose respect for you. One president we know always presses candidates unmercifully for confidential information. If he doesn't get it, he grows visibly annoyed, relentlessly inquisitive. It's all an act. He couldn't care less about the information. This is his way of testing the candidate's moral fiber. Only those who would hold fast are hired. There are certain suggestive tips that how to give a better answer. First, Talk about your ability to maintain confidentiality. Disclose an actual scenario from a recent work experience where you were inappropriately asked by a supervisor to divulge personal or confidential information. The point is to show that you can exercise independent judgment and respect the company's leadership without compromising your values concerning confidentiality. There is an example. In a previous role, I had a close friendship with a coworker who told me in confidence that she was pregnant but afraid to tell our superior for fear she might lose her job. My superior asked me if I knew anything about my coworker's health condition and if there was anything he should know about the coworker's recent absence. It would have been irresponsible for me to disclose information about another employee's circumstances, particularly when I was asked to maintain the confidence. I explained to my superior that I didn't feel comfortable discussing another employee's personal or work-related circumstances without her permission. This could be a better way to answer such questions. Another, explain your familiarity with data privacy rules. This is very important. You may either discuss your training, experience and knowledge in the laws or regulations concerning confidentiality that impact your line of work. If you are involved in the maintenance or storage of medical records, be prepared to discuss the Health Insurance Probability and Accountability Act, specifically provide examples of HIPAA regulations and the significance of HIPAA concerning patients' medical treatments, records and consultation. For instance, there is an example for it for this situation. In my current job, I developed a HIPAA procedure manual for recording patients' medical conditions and then trained office staff on how privacy rules affect the patient, the patient's family and the healthcare facility responsible for patient care. I mean, this should be one of the simple examples, simple answers to such particular question. So here this point may be related to at the time when you are asked such questions related to maintaining privacy or confidentiality. Another, share your personal commitment to confidentiality. This may go like discuss your perspective on confidentiality and how business ethics impact confidentiality in the workplace. Use concrete examples that give greater perspective to your views on confidentiality and proper handling of a breach of confidentiality. Explain how you adhere to specific confidentiality measures in the workplace and describe what steps should be taken to resolve an unintended disclosure of information. How to deal with this? The example here is given. I once sent an email to the wrong person about a past due bill. The email was supposed to go to someone with a very similar name. I immediately informed my superior, who asked our information technology department to delete the email, which hadn't yet been read. That taught me to carefully review emails before hitting the send button. That's how it can be dealt with. Another, describe your experience handling confidential information. Talk about confidentiality of employment records, how to properly maintain confidential personal records and how to designate human resources privacy officers responsible for handling employees' medical related information. Describe processes you have followed for separating personal from employee medical records, including how to determine which records are subject to HIPAA or Americans with Disabilities Act regulations, for instance. If you are responsible for handling workplace investigations concerning employee complaints, stress how confidentiality should be explained to employees filing complaints about unfair employment practices. Another, here example it could be, when working in human resources, I investigated employee complaints. I felt an obligation to explain the conditions of confidentiality to the employee. On receiving the complaint, I advised the employee that confidentiality would be maintained to the extent possible. I also indicated that HR could not guarantee absolute confidentiality because the investigative process requires that some information about the complaint that must be revealed to conduct an effective investigation into the matter. So related to such sensitive issues, these are the ways that that one can answer this one in a better way. So this was all about this video tutorial. Another question I would be dealing with in my upcoming video tutorial, would I for the company? This is another important question. So I hope that you have liked this video tutorial. Thanks for watching me with patience. More video tutorials on other aspects of developing software skills and management subjects are available on my YouTube channel or classes. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Best of luck.